What up, what up, what up? Adam Elmakai is here coming at you from San Diego. And today's challenge is brought to you by Lens Bracelet. Wear a lens on your wrist, and I will send you a few. So cool. Thank you for everyone who entered. We got a lot of entries, and I thought that people did a pretty good job with this one. So as A is for, the challenge is to photograph a subject that begins with the letter A. But I wrote that beings with the letter A. Mistake, but meant to say begins. Just notice that now. But it wouldn't be mine if it wasn't misspelled, because that's how I roll. Anyway, Apple Airplane and Awesome Acrobat, Arthur the Aardvark, Ambulance, you get the idea. The enter hashtag is BFPhotog9, and we got a lot of entries, so I'm not complaining. Let's see. Let's go to the entries here. So we'll go to the top, and yes, we got 592. Awesome. So we started this thing with a little under 1,000, and we're in the second to last day. We're at 592. That means about, what is that, like 60%-ish? A little bit less than 60%? A little bit more? A little bit less? Whatever. Stayed till the end, which is great. We'll know for real when we go to BA Photog 10 and see how many made it through all 10, but it's not an easy thing to do. So I understand. I know some people dropped out because they were confused that you had to take a photo every day. They were just submitting photos. So just chill. But I'm happy that there's over 500 of you still here. That's amazing. That's a lot of people. So good job. And let's take a look at these real fast. Where's my scroll at? Down, down, down it goes. Lots of entries, and this one was pretty much a free study, to be quite honest, because you can pretty much take a photo of anything with an A and use it for this one. So a lot of apples, a lot of things that are straightforward, and I tried to pick a few that I thought were a little more creative. But I just want to say everybody did a really good job. I liked the variety, and I liked all the different entries for this one. So good job. You guys are on point. I think this one was a little bit easier to swallow than artificial lighting, which I know artificial lighting was a little rough. So well done. Good job, everyone. Here's a critique on a few different images. So first we have Roe Marshall. A is for art. And I chose this photo because to me, this is like a very real photo, very assignment-worthy photo. So this is something that I could see myself being assigned to do in real life. You know, go photograph this person, drawing, doing their art, doing their thing. And this shows a little bit about them. You can see some piercings. You can see some green in their hair, blue. You can see a little bit about them. It shows what they're drawing, and it shows where they're drawing it in. In addition, I love that it shows that they're using natural light. So it looks like sunlight. It's just beautiful. I feel like they're in their vibe. Good rule of thirds, good focus, good perspective. We're looking right over their shoulder. You kind of put everything together here and made a really good photo. And when I shoot stuff like this, I like to kind of shoot one, and then I move to the side, I move to the other side. I move around and try to get the best shot, the best angle. And it takes a while. You know, back up, zoom in, get forward, zoom out, figure out what is the most flattering angle for the artist and the art, and you gotta get that through trial and error. And you just gotta shoot a lot, and eventually you'll be able to look at a situation and think, I remember doing this one time in June, one time in February, one time 10 years ago, and I know how to shoot it. And that's how you become a better photographer. So yes, good job, and I like your image. Well done. Alright, next we have X Anna Banana 100. A is for acorn. Ooh, go acorn. And I picked this one because, although it's simple, everything in it is what I think is kind of perfect. So, you know, the hand is a little bit out of focus. The background is uniform. It's a nice crop. You know, you have it like this. It's cropped up. Everything is cut pretty nicely, and it looks good. It's appealing to the eye. I could put this on my wall. It's almost poster worthy. The only thing I would change, and this is me, is I would maybe like wash the acorn, make it look really nice or something. But if you just want to grab an acorn outside and photograph it, this is perfect. You have nice overcast light, so it's really well rounded. It's really beautiful, really well focused, good contrast. Everything is pretty on point, and this is pretty much considered a stock image. So you could use this in an advertisement if it was maybe toothpaste or something that people use in an advertisement. I don't know if anybody's trying to advertise some acorns, but you did a good job. Overcast light is really good for this kind of stuff, and you can get that light by standing in the shadows outside, right outside the sunlight, or you know, a lot of clouds on a day. That would do it as well. So, good job, Anna Banana. You found a simple subject, and you made it a photograph, more than a snapshot. You did well. Good job. All right, here we have Cat Samus, or Cat's Amis, and A is for adventure, and I like that yours is a little more abstract. So obviously A is for acorn, very straightforward. A for adventure, a little more, it's a concept. You're adventuring through the woods, I'm assuming, because this is the woods. And I've seen shots similar to this where the trees kind of all look like they are fitting together just like a puzzle. And I like this. Things I would change. I really like the crop. I really like the center, the trees. I like how it goes to the center and there's an open area in there. I like the lighting, the exposure. Maybe black and white, maybe different colors. That's the only way I can think of improving it. Otherwise, you did a really good job. Well done, Cat Smith, and beautiful image. So here we have X, the pink apple, or maybe it's the pink apple. Who knows? But A is for attention. Being in the spotlight isn't necessarily much fun and usually connected to many nervous feelings in the stomach, brain, and limbs, at least for me. And the reason I like this one is you created a concept, and I think that's one of the hardest things to do. I think that you could take this even further, where you could go even more into it. You can make it look like a real life situation, not just a light next to the Lego. But I think that you're on the right track here for kind of self-initiating, self-setting something up. Maybe force yourself to set it up for an hour. See what you can do with an hour. This obviously you could probably do in a minute. Maybe it took you a few to get it right, but I challenge you to kind of make it like maybe hang a light above them, set up a little area where you can build something, do something like that, and that's how you can learn a little bit and explore it a little bit more. Remember, you want to take it to the next level if you can. But good job. I like the message behind this, and I like how you incorporated the letter A. All right, so here we have the only one time I use my meds. Hooked, day 9. A is for addicted. And I think there's a little bit of a message behind this, and I like that. It's a little deeper. Nice concept. Same as the last one. I like that you made a concept. For me, it looks like we're getting some, I can't tell if it's just me, we're getting some weird colors on here. Maybe you used light from a window and you have some shades, but if you look in the dark areas, you'll have some greens and yellows, and the lighter areas are more white. It might just be my monitor. Let's look through on over here. No. Yeah, so it's in there. And I would suggest desaturating your image and then painting in just the area where the cigarette bottom is to have that be in color. And you can look up how to spot edit in Photoshop or Lightroom or something to do that, but I suggest that because we're getting some colors that aren't really appealing and distracting from your beautiful concept and your great image. I love that it's flat. I think you could take this to another level and get on level with the pills and with the cigarette and kind of shoot a little more at an angle and get a nice depth of field. Very cool look to it. But you did a really good job. I like this photo. I can't say your name, but I like it. A good concept. Well done. So, but who is it? A is for Advent. We have a tradition in Austria where we make Advent wreaths and decorate them with 4 candles and some Christmassy stuff. This one is not finished yet, but I love the green color. So, we're getting people from Austria spelling color with a U. This is awesome. I love it. But yeah, I think you did, obviously this is a very simple subject. It's not doing much. It's just a green thing on a white thing, and you gave us a little bit of background, and I think it's beautiful. It's very symmetrical. It's nice and round. Inside the square, shot down, lit uniformly, like it's like a product shot, and cropped well. So you got everything down. It's a good shot. Simple concept, but executed perfectly. Makes a good photograph. Well done. Here we have Esta Nina, and A is for addiction, so they're smoking, and I like that you made a nice portrait. It's a very beautiful, soft depth of field, like some stuff's out of focus, a little grainy, a little contrasty. It's got kind of a film look to it, and it's got a good vibe. It's like art. I bet this will look crazy in black and white too, but I like that you kept these colors. It reminds me of being somewhere outside in a city on like a hot, warm day, and you're smoking, and it's cool. A is for addictions. People are addicted to smoking, so it works. And I like the crop. It makes me feel a little weird, like you're boxed in, like congested, and that's nice. It's a nice feeling. I would never crop something this way, and I like that you did it. It makes me kind of think a little bit differently. So Good job. So last we have Lucy Enders from Ocean City, Maryland. And A is for all-nighters. It's tradition every time we go to the beach for Thanksgiving to stay up all night and catch a sunrise at the beach. This one last year's photos. Can't wait this year with my fave people. Oh, never read the caption before. Last year's, come on. You gotta shoot it for the contest. So, I was going to choose you for a winner, but I can't now. You didn't do the directions right. So, I'm still going to critique this, but I would challenge you to submit this year's photo, and I would love to see that as well. And maybe we can get you a prize for that one. But I like this photo, even though it wasn't shot for the contest, because I think it represents a lot. I like the crop of it. I like the silhouette. I like the background, and I love your color treatment. I like where you're placed. It's not directly in the middle, a little bit off center, and you can see the waves in the background, and it's kind of got this hazy black. Like the blacks aren't as black as my shirt is right now. They're a little bit lighter. You see that? It's got a kind of a haze to it, and that looks cool. So well done. I'm sorry. You gotta play by the rules. You kind of ruin it for yourself. Just don't put in the caption next time. I would never know. But go shoot this photo again for the challenge. Come on, Lucy. Let's go. Shoot this photo. Yeah, so we're gonna go back, and I guess let's see, which one do I like. I like Cat. Cat. We'll go with Cat Samus. You win this time. I'm gonna send you a lens bracelet. Good job, everyone, overall on the entries. Well done. Self-portraits next, which is my favorite. I can't wait to look over them and critique them. I'm gonna do it right now. It'll be up on YouTube right after this one. All right, later, guys. Peace.